Assalamualaikum, dear students. Last time we talked about this sounds, that's crab, k sound, and cycle, s sound, and cycle. So in cycle there are two sounds, s and k. Okay. Now we have here another, that's extend. Read the following sentences. My favorite cakes are chocolate, black forest, and red velvet. I have red, blue, black, and green pens. We use commas to separate items in a list. So, whenever you have to separate any item or any this noun, or when you have to separate when there are more than two nouns, more than two things, or more than two animals, so you make use of comma to separate them. For example, my favorite cakes are chocolate, comma, black forest, and red velvet. So whenever there are more than two items, you have to make use of comma, and when you write the last item before that item, you have to write and. Okay, for example, here we have my favorite cakes are chocolate, black forest, and red velvet. I have red, blue, black, and green pens. We use commas to separate items in a list. So what we make use of, when we make use of commas, we make use of commas to separate items in a list. So here we have an exercise. Let's jump to it. Separate the items in the following lists using commas. My mother bought jams, comma, jellies, comma, mayo bread and butter. Ram, comma, Sham, comma, Amit, comma, Hari, comma, Suraj and Viraj are coming to my birthday party. The teddy bear is big, comma, cute, comma, soft and fluffy. I saw a cheetah, comma, a monkey, comma, a panda, comma, a bear and a giraffe at the zoo. But Teddy's mother wouldn't think of anything so awful. However, something unexpected happened one day. So, but Teddy's mother wouldn't think of anything so awful. However, something unexpected happened one day. So, this is a line. These lines have been taken from your text. What do you think happened? Complete the story in a small paragraph using the words given below. So, what do you think has happened there? You have to complete the story, take your rough and complete the story in a small paragraph using words like, you have to make use of these words. A big snake, ready to bite, big fight, Teddy, frightened, rescue, escape and brave. So you have to make use of these words and create a small paragraph out of these words. So something awful happened, something unexpected happened that day, and you have to write what happened on that day. Relate. Choose an activity and complete it. The mongoose is an unusual pet. Research in groups and present an interesting study and some other wild animal such as the civet cat, parrot, fox or deer. Some points to remember are, so mongoose is an unusual pet. Unusual pet means that's not usually kept, so it's rarely kept. Okay, all the people don't have mongoose as their pets. Okay, khal kushasan. I'm sorry to use here, but for your understanding I have to. Research in groups and present an interesting study on some other word. So you have to research in groups. You can make use of internet as well and research on some other wild animals such as civet cat, parrot, fox or deer as pets. Some points to remember are: find where these animals are largely found. So you have to remember that where these animals are found, their appearance, how they appear, what's the color of their skin, and what's the color of their ears, what's the color of their eyes, etc., etc. Food habits, what they eat, and their habitats. Habitats means where do they live, okay? Find out how are these animals similar and how are they different. And you have to find out how these animals are similar to each other and how they are different to each other. You have to find the similarities and dissimilarities between these animals. And then we have here another. Have you heard of petting zoos? From groups and form groups. You have to form the groups. You can form group of your cousins, siblings, and all, and find about petting zoos. And you have to find about petting zoos. How are they different from other zoos? So how these zoos, petting zoos, are different from other zoos? Do you think it's a good area to allow public to pet animals other than their caretakers? So आपको क्या लगता है? Do you think it's a good idea? ये अच्छा है कि हमें public को allow करना चाहिए to pet animals other than their caretakers. So the caretakers are already present with the pet animals. Do you think we should allow public as well to see these pet animals? Locate a few petting zoos on map of the world. Go in the map. Search on internet this open map of the world and see where these petting zoos are located. Okay, with this we have finished our lesson number 2. Tomorrow we are going to start our chapter number 3, that is, okay, let me turn the page first, 1 second. That is the T's, and we are going to start this chapter tomorrow. Till then, stay at home, stay safe, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.